Shout out to the Ugly Money podcast. You already know that you're doing it the right way when somebody like Corey Holcomb is giving you your propers, and he don't be even giving certain podcasts they propers like that. he gave this podcast the propers an endorsement. He don't even do shit like that. Meaning, like he don't even know the dude in this podcast that be putting these videos out here. But right here, you're gonna have a girl saying she stood him up because he drove a Toyota Camry. Oh man, let's take a listen.
So somebody come pick me up before, but I looked out the window and it wasn't dead. So I let them sit outside my house, and I'm like, I'm not coming out. I'm not here. You know, my bad.
What?
I mean, it's not that.
So how long was it? The car? What made you just change your mind?
It was the car when I seen through that window that wasn't adding up, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm not coming out the door.
So the car wasn't right.
It wasn't.
May I ask what type of car we talking about?
A Camry.
A Camry. Oh, what year was the Camry?
Shit, I don't know.
It wasn't the one you wanted.
I done saw somebody come pick me up before, but I looked out the window and it wasn't dead. So I let them sit outside.
Damn, I thought he was gonna go on his rant. He probably did go on a rant right afterwards, but this happens to a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? When we talk about the cars, and this is why a lot of women get played by ninjas at the club, athletes. They see failed athletes. You know what I mean? They see the car. They don't realize like you can just rent a car for the night. You can look like for the night. You can rent yourself a car and make yourself look like a rich dude for the night. I don't know if women don't understand this, but it's interesting. They just don't want to be in a position where they're seen going into a certain car. They want to sell themselves to the highest bidder because they don't want to make themselves look like they sold themselves to the lowest bidder, and that, then these are the same people talking about, I'm not an object. I'm not an object. I'm not a car. Ironic that you say this. You know what I mean? Now, on top of that, miss, look at your size. You probably can't even fit in a Toyota Camry. So we're probably talking about, he probably had a 2006, a 2004 Toyota Camry, most likely. We're talking about, you probably can't fit in that, miss. A Toyota Camry sedan, you probably could barely fit in that. You sitting there, that car gonna be lean. It's gonna be lean with it, rock with it once you sit in that car. Anyway, man. These be the women, like, unfortunately, like I said, unfortunately, black dudes will try to date trash like that, and they'll and the thing is, she's not. Women like this will say that, but let's keep it a buck. There is an unemployed dude that be taking a bus every day to her little crib, knocking the dust off her pussy. A young drug dealer knocking the dust. Young unsigned, unsuccessful SoundCloud rapper that is knocking the hinges off her box. And I'm talking about that guy's unemployed. And then she'll come on the podcast talking about, oh yeah, I left the date because he didn't say hello, or he didn't. He had a Toyota Camry. They always do stuff like this. I don't know if you guys saw my other live stream when I was talking about the TradCon artists, and you had like these Christian women in LA. They have a alleged Christian podcast, and they're talking about nothing. And they're doing the same thing here, talking about my ideal man of God needs to be teaching me things, and he needs to be a retired NBA player, but he needs to also love the Lord. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, that's why I always say this, even though I don't like the PUA community, I always give them credit, because there's no way in terms of listening to them and being able to come up with a solution to try to even stay and talk. Because if I hear stuff like this, I get bored. I'll just be like, and I can't hide my boredness a lot of time. So people take offense to that. So like, unfortunately, when a lot of women talk this stuff, you know what I mean? When they talk about the same old, I just get bored, and I just be like, I'm tempted to be like, check, please. You know what I mean? Wherever I'm at, because they always do stuff like this. They always say stuff like this, and then their life is completely opposite. And then on top of that, they'll actually luckily get somebody that's decent. But like they like okay, like in a girl like this mind, if I'm if a janitor came up to her and said like, look, you want to go on a date, blah blah blah. She thinks that can never happen. She thinks that guy is out of his league. Meanwhile, she got no money, is in debt. I mean, I'll be wanting to tell you, I'm sorry, a janitor or a plumber, right? The people that you'd be looking down over, that they would be saving your life by taking you on. Because you have no, I'm talking about these bitches be broke and they be talking about, I ain't taking no bus driver. This is what people don't understand when Ayanna Van Zandt, when she said, would you date a bus driver? That was a metaphor. That was basically another way of her saying, would you date the average working man? Would you do that? That was basically her saying. And then, of course, she said, well, if he owned the bus, I was like, now you flip it in reverse. A nigga. Sorry, a man. Sorry, my ignorance came out. But anyway, a man that works at a corporate firm would literally marry a waitress that works at Burger King, a drive-through worker. They would take that on and be like, look, if she's nice enough, if he finds her attractive, and if she's just nice, all she has to be is nice, he'll start thinking about it. He'll even overlook the body count thing. Like, or if she's fat, they'll even overlook if all she has to be is nice and cute enough for him. And the nigga would be working in corporate, and he be talking about, guys, I found the one. She laughs at my jokes. She's kind. And I'd be like, well, what's her mom like? Don't worry about all that. She's kind. Like, and ironically, women will say, oh, the bar is low. No, the bar is low for you guys. The bar is low for you. Stop projecting. Anyway, let's look at the comments. I'm pretty sure, though, most of the comments will be are not going to take her side, though. So yeah, one of the women said, meanwhile, her arm shows early signs of diabetes. Somebody said the Camrys are not built to hold refrigerators. But like I said, like a woman like this, you know, they think they know their worth, but I'm like, I don't. If you actually knew what your worth was, young lady, like I even have, like I remember, I like even then, even on my channel, I have a female follower that follows me vehemently, and I even told her, I'm not going to reveal, you know what I mean, what it is, but I told her, I said, look, you got to take, if a janitor offers you something, you don't look down at that janitor. You better take that offer. I don't want to say anymore because she knows who she is. We can't be doing this in 2024. I'm just that's what I'm saying. We can't be doing this in 2024. We can't. So right here he says, somebody said in 2024 niggas is still got to be rich to date broke women. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? I'm talking about if you flip it. You tell a rich guy, oh, she drives a Toyota Camry. Does that matter? No, because he already knows I'm finna take care of her anyways. You know what I mean? I'll buy her a new car, but you flip it and you got broke women rejecting average men. Or I'm talking about you got broke women rejecting well-off men, talking about I can do better. So that's how crazy it is. That's how crazy the dating market is in today's age. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. And girls like that, they'll just be recreational use. You'll have a guy with means. You're like, oh yeah, I'll take you out, but I'm just renting you for the night. And then she'll be like, I know my worth. I manifested him, and then she gets played, and then men ain't ish. You know, it's the same old.